I think I might need to actually stop this mission and work on fixing some of the problems here to make it easier to navigate through this area. Because right now, navigating through Pedro Bay is terrible. I think I may go look at what that down power line is like. If it's blocking the road, I'll stop. But if it's not blocking the road, I'll go ahead and get the concrete blocks. Since that, we can at least just finish the mission and get it done with. Ugh. Gross. This isn't so bad. Easy enough route to get across here. What time is VG Bits tomorrow? I think it's 1:30 Central, so 2:30 your time. Alright, so we're gonna park here. Crane. Okay. Pack. Store. Yes, this... We definitely need to fix some of the main routes here. Because this is terrible. I don't want to do this anymore. Good, this part of the pipeline is fine, so I can get under it. Excellent. Hey, what's up, Athos? How are you doing? In a roundabout way, we were just talking about you. Nice. Were you able to update the character sheets on the extension thing? Okay, so so there is a fuel trailer. Refuel. Okay. Alright, let's see how bad this downed power pole is. And then if we can get there, we'll come back out. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's on the info panel under the thing. Oh. What about the, I guess the extension thing in Twitch doesn't work or something? Oh, okay, yeah, that I think that's the one, because that has like, I think it still has Nephmarax and not Zamul, but Cody's character.
Grim?
Yes, Grim. Holy crap.
I have a good memory.
Oh, it was buggy for some reason. Okay. Holy crap, Cappy, Jesus.
You're welcome.
That was insane. I forgot his character's name. Cappy's all like, Grim? Yeah. Yeah, if it's still buggy and not updating properly, we probably ought to just disable it. Because otherwise it'll confuse people and be like, who the hell's Nephmarax? Where's Vessel? Oh, you're pretty sure you did? Oh, okay. Well, if you've disabled it, that's fine. I just didn't want to... I thought, like, having a character sheet below the stream and the extension information being different would confuse people. So probably best to either A, fix the extension, or B, turn it off. So if it's not fixable or not easy to fix, just turn it off. We'll wait like another couple of months and look at it again. No big deal. I need to turn right. If you click on Roxanna, it takes you to Granite's character sheet. Well, that's a problem. Athos has copy and pasted stuff in the wrong order. Oh, is this it? Can I get over this? Oh, yeah. Okay. That's just a little tiny pole. That ain't no big deal. I thought it was going to be like that giant power substation thing in Michigan. At least that's an easy fix. That's just, you know, change where the link points. Alright, concrete blocks. That's what I need. Perfect, so we'll take these back. I don't know if it was a patch or something, but I really like the audio of like the stuff you're hauling making similar noises to what it would make in real life. It's a neat touch. Fancy. Alright, so let's go complete this job, and then we'll start fixing some of the road obstacles in Pedro Bay. I don't want to go around that side route I just did again. I mean, I may have to fix it, but I don't want to have to do it long term. You know, that's the nice thing about Vessel over Nephmarax is I don't have to try to hide or be vague about my character's backstory in the character sheet, because I don't know what it is. But like with Nephmarax, I knew what my backstory was, my basic backstory, and I didn't want other people to know. So I had to figure out places to either put it on my character sheet that nobody could see, or write it in a notepad document and not include it on my character sheet, which was kind of annoying. But like, I didn't even want viewers to know, let alone the other people in my group. It'd be nice if D&D Beyond had a text field that was only viewable to you and the Dungeon Master of the campaign, but not to any party members or to the public. Hey Athos, did I ever show you the bard I made? Is the game too loud for me? How does everybody else feel about that? Does the game feel too loud volume-wise? A little? Okay. I'm totally cool with turning it down because it's a little loud in my ears too. Let's do that. Okay. We'll see how that rolls as soon as this music stops playing. Okay, so the game should be a little noticeably quieter now. let's refuel here. Let me get you my bard real quick. I want to show this to you. D&D Beyond. Okay. Here he is. Where's the public link to this? Share, I guess? Click to copy. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that works. Should just be an unnamed bard character. Okay. So, I think the first... Where's north? There's north. Okay, the first thing I want to do is probably fix this dangerous route, which I guess is the bridge. Bring 4 wooden planks to the bridge. And this place has wooden planks, I guess. Yeah. Oh, that is a convoluted route. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can get up under here. Charisma Fiend? Yeah, I got lucky on my rolls with that. But that's also why I went half-elf, because you get a charisma bonus with half-elves. I think I rolled a 17, and then I get +2 from half-elf and +1 from stat allocation instead of a feat. Okay, let's try that. But I'm going for a dexterity bard. And if you look in his inventory, he's got a dagger, a throwing axe, and a modified boomerang that I called the small boomerang and reduced its damage output. But he's going to be a juggler. And when he's in, like, he has, like, balls and rings and clubs and stuff that he juggles normally. But when he's in combat, he's juggling those 3 items, and he can chunk them. And it'll do either piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning damage based off of what I throw. Roll the dice to decide what item is thrown? I don't know. I was just considering just like throwing whatever I want. Like, I'd probably mix it up. Because most creatures are not susceptible to one type of, like most creatures are not weak to bludgeoning, but strong to piercing and slashing. It was more just like for fun. But I also ended up giving myself a, I'd have to make a deal with a DM, whether I use this character later in a game with you or some other DM, but I'd have to make a deal with the DM and be like, can I get a belt of returning? 'Cause I don't want to have to pick up my weapon every single time I throw it. That's not really an OP magical item, it's more just a magical item of convenience, but still. It is a starting magical item, so... Ooh, okay. If you have a backpack, does it adjust your flying? No. No. Backpack is more flavor. It doesn't necessarily need to be on your back. You could hold it on your chest, or it could be like essentially pouches around your waist. That kind of thing. Most DMs don't impose any kind of punishment for carrying a backpack. What about the weight? That might be something you'd need to talk to your DM about. Your character might have a limited weight capacity. That's also why bags of holding are significantly heavier than regular backpacks. Because bags of holding don't take the weight of the items inside them, so they just made them innately heavier. Whereas regular backpacks, it's the weight of the backpack as well as the weight of all its contents. But I think a regular backpack is like, and it's not significant, I think a regular backpack's like 5 pounds or something, and a bag of holding is like 15. So I mean, maybe if you were carrying like 50 pounds of stuff, your DM would be like, yeah, you either A, can't fly, or maybe your fly speed is halved or something like that. But that's a decision that your dungeon master would need to make. I don't think most dungeon masters would give you a hard time about it, though. I would just personally play your character as like a character that doesn't carry a lot of stuff. Alright, wooden planks. I need 4 of these. I wonder... Can I quad stack this? Nope. Okay, let's come this way. Down. Okay, let's... This is going to be kind of awkward here, but we're going to try this. Okay. I think they... me personally, I would do something like... if you're asking me what I would do, I would put a weight restriction on it. I would put, like... You can't... As a character, you can't hold more than... I would do something like you can't hold more than 50 pounds regularly or 100 pounds at half fly speed. Because you're like, you wouldn't want to... You wouldn't want to be able to carry, like, another player. Doesn't medium armor inhibit your fly speed? Can't. There we go. Medium armor does inhibit your flight speed, but it's more of a... It's weight-based, actually. Okay. Well, in that case, you'd be like... Oh, that's your question. No, I don't think medium armor is a restriction for flight based off of weight. I think it's based off of like... Sorry, I'm trying to cheat the system here. There we go. I think it's more based off of limited flexibility. Because medium armor is going to be things like chainmail or scales, like scale mail. And I think the restriction... Fuck. I think the restriction there is more off of the fact that it's not nearly as flexible as just like straight up leather. Okay, exit out of that. Don't turn the truck off. Alright. Oh, I already have the route mapped in. Okay. I'm gonna go to low plus so I don't go too fast here. Maybe I'll go to regular low. Keep my speed nice and slow. Man, the top of this thing wobbling around like that? Yikers. kind of want to go a little slower here. Let's go L minus, actually. Slow me down. Impressive. Well, I don't think it's necessarily a wing thing. It inhibits the wings. It's inhibiting, like, ease of motion. Like, because wings are not the only part of the bird that's necessary for flight. It's like saying putting on a business, like a full-breasted business suit shouldn't inhibit a human's ability to move at all, like walk down the street. But you can guarantee it sure does. Like, you can still walk, but it's certainly not as comfortable or as easy as not wearing the suit. You know what I mean? Does medium armor completely inhibit flight, or does it reduce flight speed? But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a weight-based thing, because I don't think the... can't use flight speed with medium or heavy armor, so just cannot fly with medium or heavy armor. Okay. Well, it doesn't say can't... It doesn't say cannot fly, it says cannot use flight speed. So maybe you could lift off, you just can't move. Like, maybe you could say, I can get 5 feet off the ground, kind of thing. Well, I was trying to power through that, but that didn't happen. And there goes that plank of wood. Okay, so we're going to restore crane, which actually flips me back over. Alright, hold on. Crane? Yep, because that's what I wanted to do. Let's just flick that off into the distance. Okay. Alright, there we go. You can't fix the extension. That's fine. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over that. Come on, roll around there. There we go. I can't move. There we go. Okay. That's not stacked properly. Can I get... There we go. Okay, and drop. Okay, that should allow me... Why won't that let me pack cargo? Wow. There, okay. There we go. Pack cargo. Honestly, this isn't that far. I'm just gonna go deliver these two and then come back for the other two. It won't find the camping. Okay, that's fine. Just disable the extension then at that point, would be my opinion. As long as you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. Hello? Oh, I've got the wrong mission selected. Pull down is... No, not pull down. Dangerous route. Start tracking. There we go. As a ranger, you have a spell called Dark Vision? There's a spell called Dark Vision? What does it do? Grant Dark Vision to a creature? I didn't know that. Can you cast it on yourself? Usually, I don't. What does it actually say? Does it say you touch a willing creature? Or does it say touch a... that's a good question. I don't know, Athos, how would you read that? I would have thought an Aarakocra would have had Dark Vision to begin with. Aarakocra do not have Dark Vision. I mean, I guess you're a willing creature. See, if it was worded you touch another willing creature, then I would say, okay, then it's not you. But if it's just a willing creature, I'm like, well, you could get, yeah, see, okay, that's kind of how I thought too. Is it a, all of your spells say that? Touch a willing creature? Yeah, then in theory you could cast it on yourself. Because you've probably got stuff like Speak with Animals too. And I know a ranger can cast Speak with Animals on themselves. Yeah, I would say if it said another creature, then I would say it couldn't be you. But since it says a creature and not another, I would personally say it's fine. Again, some of these spell descriptions that are a little vague. Some dungeon masters may read them differently. They may say no, at which case you kind of have to go with what your DM says. That's kind of the golden rule. What's your dungeon master say? You guys a DM? Yeah, yeah. If the DM wanted to say no, they could. I mean, it's the nature of the DM, you know. Gotta rotate that around. How do I let go? Base. Oh yeah. That would be a question you would ask, and you would just be like, "Hey, does this mean this?" And if they say no, it doesn't, then you're like, "Oh, well then I'll just choose something else." Most are totally fine with that. Whoa. Okay, so now we're going to go V, restore crane, crane mode. And now we'll probably just do this. Drag it up this way. Yeah, that seems to be working. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice thing is now it's much easier to find good dungeon masters than it used to be. Finding a good dungeon master back in the day was like you'd find one and you'd be like, never let him, I'm never letting him go. Oops. Okay, now hack, restore. All right, let's get out of here. Yes, yes. You find a good DM and you rickroll them. Exactly, Mom. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you go. Athos is probably my favorite DM I've ever had. And I'm not just saying that because he's here in chat. I've been pretty lucky. I've only had 4 DMs. 3 of them have been good. One was terrible. Hey, now we have a wooden bridge. Awesome. So I don't have to go around this anymore. Thank goodness. Alright. So we got a pole down, which is over here. That's not interfering with me at all, really, at the moment. There is the Morrison landslide. That's going to be an interference. I need wooden planks for that as well, but I only need 2. Alright, I think there was a fuel trailer at the wooden planks place. We're just going to head back that way. But like Athos, I've played in games with Athos as a DM, with X or David as a DM, and with Steven or Classy Carbine as a DM. All 3 of them have been really good. I'm confident my one bad experience with a DM was solely because of the age difference. I was like a little kid, and I was like in middle school or something, and everybody else was in high school. And the DM, like, it was solely because they just didn't want me to play. And so they like quickly killed my character off with no input from me. Is that gas? That's gas right there. Let's come in here and get this gas. And then I'll come back out. And that was my bad D&D experience. The unfortunate side is, because I was so young, that was my only D&D experience for a long time. You bet David is crazy? David is surprisingly standard when he's DMing. Like, he has a tendency, every game I've ever played with him as a DM, the game itself was custom built. Like, it was built off of the basic D&D rules, but like races and classes were custom made. Abilities were all custom made. So they may not have been perfectly balanced, but man, they were fun. His storytelling? No, it's pretty standard. I mean, that's the thing, is most of the story is driven by the players for the most part. His story was relatively standard. We as players did crazy stuff. Just because, you know, it was David and his standard group of friends, you know, we're all if you're friends with David, you're all a little bit crazy. So we were all just goofing off and doing stupid stuff. Like, I remember this one time, we were interrogating this guy, trying to get information out of him. And he was stubbornly not giving us the information. So I proceeded to torture the guy brutally. Nobody else stopped me. They were all right next to me. They were just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're doing that." And I'm all like, I keep going. So like, I like, as I'm torturing this man, like cutting off his ear and stuff like that, and he still won't talk. And so I like stick my dagger like into his like into his like liver or whatever, and I just like I'm like holding him there and holding his mouth shut and slowly pushing the dagger in as he's like struggling. And then eventually, like, we're like, "You gonna talk?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay," I just gut him open. And so, like, I just gutted him and spilled all his intestines out onto the floor. And then I reached my hand inside of his torso and started using him like a puppet. So I was all like, I like reached my hand up in there and I was like, "Rah, rah, rah, I didn't want to talk. Rah, rah, rah." Yep. So did I ever tell you that I'm really looking forward to playing a rogue again one of these days? This fucking masochist asshole rogue. Am I going back that way? Yeah, probably. Do I need to be on the other side? Oh, I haven't accepted it. No, I have. Yes, I do need to be on the other side. Alright, well, you know what I can do is I can go this way. Now that I've built that bridge, hey! Alright, let's do that. I want to play every class though. You know, I always find that I'm always in a group, and like I want to. I'm like I want to play a bard. I want to play a fighter. I want to play a rogue. I want to play a cleric. I want to do a monk. You know, I guess that's why I tend to be a Phil style character. Like I let everyone else in the group choose what character they want to be, and then I choose what's left. The only downside to that is most people don't want to be a healer. So I usually end up playing a cleric or healer type character. You want to play Tabaxi? Dude, me too. A Tabaxi rogue just sounds so cool. Because I think Tabaxis get a bonus to stealth already. Or Dex, maybe? I forget which. They get something that helps make them better rogues. And then, of course, your claws on your hands are equivalent to daggers. So you don't even need a dagger. You can just fucking go up and start... They can dash 150 feet? Jesus. Really? I also kind of want to play a bugbear rogue, because bugbears have long arms. So you have a 10-foot attack distance, so you can backstab people from further away. Enemies constantly forget about it. And by enemies, I mean the DM. So, like, you got all these dudes that are running around, like... You got your fighters and your whoever your melee tank character is, whether that be a barbarian or a cleric. And then your bugbear ass is just standing like 10 feet away going, haha, this is backstab. Alright, so that's done. Now, pull down. Oh, needs wooden planks. Jesus. Alright. So I guess we'll come up through here. 120, okay. I was like, 150 sounds like a lot. How often can they do that? That's a good question. Okay, so we'll come this way again. Because I doubt they could do that once per round.